Well, a Toronto photographer was awarded the international title of Bird Photographer of the Year. This photograph, titled When Worlds Collide, was captured by Patricia Homonylo. The photo features 4,000 dead birds that died colliding into glass windows. And this image beat out more than 23,000 photographs from across the world to win the award. For more on this now, I am joined by the award-winning conservation photojournalist herself, Patricia Homonylo. Patricia, it's good to have you today. Thanks so much for taking the time, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And thank you for the congratulations. It has been an overwhelming week.
That's what I wanted to start with. I mean, I want to get obviously into the photographs, especially the award-winning one in a moment. But how are you feeling over the last couple of days?
I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I am extremely honored. I don't think I had a great understanding of the magnitude of this award. And yeah, so quite something. I'm thrilled.
It's such a feat. And when you look at how many other photographers were actually part of this and how many you had to beat out, more than 23,000, I mean, that is quite an accomplishment. So let's take a look once again at the award-winning photo itself, titled When Worlds Collide. I want you to kind of explain what we're seeing in this photo, first of all.
What you're seeing is almost 4,000 dead birds collected by FLAP volunteers. FLAP stands for Fatal Light Awareness Program. And during spring and fall migration, volunteers head out in the city streets before dawn looking for birds that have collided with windows, excuse me. They are looking for injured birds that they are sent to wildlife rescues. But unfortunately, the majority of the birds that we find are already dead. But the bodies are never left behind. They're collected and honored once a year in this display called the Layout. And that's what you're looking at here.
Wow. And these are all, correct me if I'm wrong, are these all birds that were found in the Toronto area?
Yes, in the greater Toronto area. I just want to say it's just a few blocks in downtown Toronto in commercial areas and buildings. But the majority of birds lost, over 60%, are actually in residentials. But this is where we are permitted to patrol.
Wow. It's so, it's beautiful, but it's obviously kind of sad. It's quite haunting as well as some of the other photographs that you've done when you're looking at this kind of portfolio, this theme you've decided to embark on. And I was looking at some of the other photos that were submitted to win this award, and others that did win similar awards. None of them, they're all beautiful. None of them are quite like the ones you took. What was the decision to go down this road and capture dead birds instead?
Oh, thank you so much for noticing that. And I want to congratulate Bird Photographer of the Year on awarding these photos. I think you have to tell all the stories and the real stories. And this is something that we can prevent. It's happening around the world. It's a global issue. And I just had to tell it. When I found my first bird, I created a short documentary by the same name, When Worlds Collide. So I joined FLAP patrols. And when I found my first bird, I was just forever changed. And I can't see buildings the same way ever again. I had to do something.
Are you hoping to bring, obviously you're hoping to bring more awareness to this, and in terms of what people can do to prevent so many of these deaths?
Well, yes, I am. And what has been amazing is how this has actually traveled around the world. What I want to encourage people is this is something that, sometimes people are feeling hopeless these days. And there's hope here because every individual can do something about this. They can treat their windows at home. You can go to flap.org and they will help you to figure out how to do that. This is something you don't have to wait for someone else to do. You can save a life today.
Obviously you've been getting quite the response from the media. I've been doing interviews and stuff, but have you been hearing from other people? Have people been reaching out to you to tell you how your images have affected them or impacted them?
It has been overwhelming and delightful. I've been getting personal emails from South Africa, from Cape Town, from Ireland, from Germany, of people that are thanking me and telling me their personal story of, oh, I found a bird at my window, or I saw one at the supermarket hit. And that's what really has touched me, is this has gone so much further and wider than I ever expected. And for that, I'm so thankful. I think when we do this kind of photography as well, you're doing it alone. As you pointed out, this isn't beautiful work. This is difficult work. And so when these reach outs come to me, I encourage people, please follow me on Instagram and tell me your stories. It means a lot to me.
Well, they're just amazing. They're so beautiful. They're so impactful. Congratulations once again for winning this award. It's such a feat. And thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Oh, I've got lots coming. Thank you so much.
Looking forward to that. That is conservation photojournalist Patricia Homonylo.